The famous series of movies that almost everyone has at least heard about is The Human Centipede. Let's try to figure out why this rather mediocre film became so well known. The film tells the story of two young girls stuck in a wood at night due to a car breakdown. In an attempt to find help, they come across a hidden house owned by a once famous surgeon specializing in separating Siamese twins. Soon a horrifying truth is revealed. The house owner is a deranged maniac who drugs and ties up guests, preparing for a surgical experiment to merge three people into a single digestive system by sewing together the anal and oral openings or different individuals. This movie is all about continuously making people feel really small and disgusted by what's happening. It's not just a horror film where a crazy person kills their victims. It's a tough story where the victim is not just tortured by force to go through such humiliation that even if somehow they're rescued, living after that won't be easy at all. This concept creates a really creepy atmosphere of hopelessness. The movie heavily messes with viewers' mind, and in that sense, it does a great job at what it sets out to do. The second concept of the movie is disgust from what it's seen, and it's not just about the result of the experiment, which is of course the pinnacle of this aspect. This movie evokes disgust in every aspect. Characters have such an impact both in terms of their personality and actions as well as their appearance, especially in the case of the main antagonist. The maniac, played really skillfully by Dieter Laser, deserves a separate award for a creepy and repulsive appearance. In this regard, it is similar to the movie Pilots 2016, where if the main messages of the film were generally positive and the unattractive appearance strongly contrasted with them, here the repulsive content completely coincides with the similar external manifestation of the film, which doubly sharpens its impact on the psyche. In all the aspects, this film is a fairly typical representative of a cheap horrors with weak acting and lackluster plot. Even though the movie Human Centipede is considered a really weak film, with its only standout feature being an original idea, the mere existence of which is questionable, even people who aren't really into movies have at least heard about it. This film is not just a typical niche horror like trash horror. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a clear reason for this phenomena. The most common opinion is the uniqueness of the film's idea, though a more accurate way to put it might be in its twisted and repulsive nature. Surprisingly, when it comes to the concept, there are quite a few films that could compare with Human Centipede in terms of insanity and absurdity. In the conclusion, the fame of this film could easily be classified under world mysteries, answer to which we probably will never get. However, denying the fact that even your neighbor who cares a little about the camera has somehow heard about this film might be a stretch. Too bad, really. However, denying the fact that even your neighbor who cares a little about cinema has somehow heard about this film might be a stretch. Too bad, really. Talking about this movie, it's pretty tough because it's just not good at all. Whether the acting is good or the filming is interesting doesn't really matter because the movie idea itself is so terrible. Look guys, I wouldn't watch it again in any form of quality. Getting any enjoyment out of watching it's impossible unless there is something wrong with your mind. Overall, it's definitely a bad movie no matter how you look at it, and I wouldn't recommend it, not even as a background noise while you clean up your room. Thanks a lot for watching guys. Like if you liked it, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.